Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and welcome back to some more Gloomhaven. This time, however, we are not playing the official Gloomhaven game or any of its official related content. Instead, we're going to be doing something unofficial. This is a fan-made campaign called the Crimson Scales. It is available. Well, they've done two printings of an actual, like, physical product, like a big box that contains everything you need. If you do it that way, you do still need Gloomhaven. But as of the time of this recording, the second printing has already all been ordered and everything, so there's no way to physically purchase it right now, like new. Perhaps maybe secondhand, but it's a kind of a niche project. But instead, if you own Tabletop Simulator, you can play the entire thing for free. There is sort of, I want to say officially endorsed. I don't know if that's, I think it has kind of the blessing of the creators of the company, the TTS mod. It's, you know, perfectly valid if you just want to play Gloomhaven on Tabletop Simulator. There's a good mod. I don't think it's quite as good as playing the digital version, the actual, like, game, which I did the Let's Play on. But if you want to save $35 and you have Tabletop Simulator and you don't mind doing a little extra work, it is perfectly serviceable. So this Crimson Scales, they've taken that mod, sort of this script-enhanced, perfectly functional Gloomhaven mod, and they have just added on their stuff onto it. So it continues in the vein of having everything scripted as far as setting up tiles and setting up enemies. It handles shuffling stuff for you. It handles quite a bit for you. And so all of that works with the Crimson Scales. So it's certainly much, much, much easier than me just getting a hold of the physical game and putting it out on a table and playing it that way. It's a lot easier than that, but not quite up to the level of the actual digital version. We are going to have to do some math, some numbers in our head. We're going to have to actually tick down health and things. We're going to have to actually move figures around and blah, blah, blah. It's not quite perfect, but it will do. So, I think I've gotten a complaint in the past for Tabletop Simulator stuff that I tend to move the camera around too much. That could be, I tend to whip it around. I think some people that do this a little better than I probably have, like, keybinds for specific camera angles and things that they can just move between. But I don't know, I feel like Tabletop Simulator, it's kind of just this fast moving, you know, I'm constantly doing stuff like this and zooming in or bringing stuff up and things like this. And I guess it could get a little disorienting if you're really trying to follow along and it's at a different pace than what you're hoping for. But I don't know. I mean, I'll try. I gotta turn the music down. Hold on. All right. I'll try, but no guarantees on that. So we're given this sheet at the start. Welcome to the official mod for the Crimson Scales for Gloomhaven Advanced Version 1.3 by Nerdhaven. Select one of the starting groups on the left to begin a new campaign. For the best experience, set a convenient keybind for Show Context menu. I have already done that, and I've already taken a peek at some things. I actually already looked. So unlike Gloomhaven, where you get just the 6 starting characters and you get to pick any of those, here you get to pick a set of 4. And they give you some descriptions of kind of what they're about in very loose terms. So the only one that I looked at was the Explorers, of course. Their summary is elements, area of effect, monster manipulation, obstacle creation, healing, and mobility. Now, I mainly picked it because it was called the Explorers. Not necessarily because of those terms. The complexity rating is right in the middle. Actually, I guess that wouldn't be in the middle. Middle would be the militants on the top. The only other one I was kind of interested in maybe was the Trailblazers. But I do like monster manipulation. That's always fun to me. I don't think I want to go too high on the complexity rating, but I also don't want to go too low on the complexity rating. So I have looked at the 4 classes of the Explorers, and I do have 2 in mind that I would probably pick. I think it's best if I don't look at more. If you look at all of them, it kind of defeats the purpose, because it's just like looking at every class when you open up Gloomhaven. It spoils some of the fun. So whatever classes we don't pick, they all get shuffled into like the personal goals, so we can unlock all the other ones. But we're gonna go with Explorers again, and it should take care of pretty much everything for me. Again, this is all the scripts at work. You know, Tabletop Simulator did not always have scripting functions, so it was the Wild West back in the day. But ever since they added that, people have done some magnificent things to make board games easier on here. Okay, so over here on the left, then, these are our classes available to us. You can play the normal Gloomhaven classes, the starting 6, if you are interested in those. But for us, that would be kind of boring. So, of course, we're going to be looking at these. So we have Galaxy, Vortex, Chained Helmet, Flask, named after their symbols. So I'll show you all of them, at least like their boards. Am I not? I can't search a box? I guess some things you can't search. Oh, right. Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right, so first we have the Star Slinger. Then we have the Hollow Pact. Then the Chain Guard. And finally, the Bright Spark. So the Star Slinger, this is, as you might expect, a slinger of stars. There was some melee stuff, and then some sort of like, if you see there on the right, so the gray hex is the slinger, the red hex is their target, so it's like 2 away, and then the yellow hex can be an ally, and so they have a bunch of effects that are like kind of like that, where you're near the fight, but you're not right on the fight, and you want to have a frontliner in between you. So you kind of want to always be cowering behind your frontliner in order to help them out and do damage, and especially because you get a lot of bonuses if you are at full health. So you want to stay at full health as much as possible in order to get these big bonuses. So that kind of interests me, because this, like, right on the edge. You're a very squishy character, and you want to be very close to the fight. But if you can kind of sit there, you can be a bit of a glass cannon. And I like that they have it in both male and female versions. That's pretty cool. The Hollow Pact. This is a it had a bunch of melee cards. It had more melee cards than I thought it would. They're based around this void energy. So certain cards give them void energy, and they can hold up to 3. But if they hold 2 at the end of their turns, they suffer muddle. And if they hold 3 at the end of the turn, they get muddled and wounded. So they don't really want to hold on to much void energy, and they want to spend it almost like an element on various cards in order to keep themselves at a low number. So that's pretty interesting. They also have Void Sight, which allows them to look at the top 2 cards of their modifier deck and place them either on the bottom or the top, depending. So that's pretty cool. The Chain Guard is a frontliner, of course. Big tank man with tank health. He has an ability called Shackle. So certain cards let him shackle enemies at a small distance or adjacent, and if a shackled enemy is ever adjacent to the Chain Guard, they cannot move. They cannot do any move abilities. It also takes note that they don't take that effect into account when determining their movement. So if they're trying to get to someone else and they end up adjacent to the Chain Guard, they'll immediately stop and they'll be stuck there. He also has another effect that he can do called Swing, in which case he literally like puts his chain on them and swings them. So he moves them basically in like a spiral. They don't ever come closer to him. They don't go further away. So it's like a lateral kind of move in a spiral around him. And he has traps. So a big part is kind of laying down traps and then swinging enemies with his chain into them, which sounds fucking awesome. So that's cool. And finally, the Bright Spark. The Bright Spark is somewhat similar to a new class in Frosthaven called the Drifter. They have a lot of these persistent effects where they're active cards that stay in play, and then every time they get triggered, you move their token along the track. And the Drifter just gets a constant bonus, like every time they're triggered, like +2 melee attack, every time he does an attack. But the Bright Spark has an additional thing of like having effects pop up on certain spots along the track. So, one time it might be a muddle effect, one time it might be a poison effect, so you can sort of see when it's going to happen, but you don't really have control a lot of time over how or when these things are triggered. So, but it's a very versatile class. You could probably build them into any way you want. So, of those 4, for my 2-player build, my 2-character build, I was thinking of the Star Slinger Chain Guard. I think that's kind of an amusing combo to me, of just the Star Slinger cowering behind this big chain man as he swings dudes around into traps. And mechanically, I think that he's a big tank. He's absolutely a big tank man. And the Star Slinger does have some heals and various support abilities in addition to the damage. So it should be okay, I think. There's multiple classes that I've looked at that seem really cool, but we're going to go with that. So we're going to add players right here. I like to do it in the middle, even though these are technically players 2 and 3. And we're going to dump the Star Slinger right there, all set up. And we're going to dump the Chain Guard right there, all set up. And now we need the rule book, which is in here. Yeah. Section book. And then I think this is for the add-on. So I don't think we have to worry about the expansion to the Crimson Scales. All right, so skipping over something here. Okay, here we go. Introduction. I'll do it this way. Yet again, you find yourselves in a tavern, but this time in a part of town most sane folk wouldn't dream of entering. You do not frequent this area regularly, but truth be told, business has been slow, and this inn is even cheaper and down market than your normal haunts. Despite being in this part of town, your reputation has clearly gone before you, as it doesn't take long before a particularly shady-looking character sidles up to you. His hood half obscures a dirty, scarred face, his grubby cloak seems to be heavily stained with dried blood, and he twitches lightly as he starts to speak. I hear you guys are open to adventure, he mutters furtively in a strangely high voice. You shrug non-committally, unsure where this is going. I can make you rich and grant great influence if you can acquire a small trinket on my behalf. Still dubious, you merely raise an eyebrow, but that, it seems, is enough. Very good. Go to the shore of the dark lake near the Watcher Mountains. There are rumors of some strange creatures there which may lead you to what you are looking for. If you are successful, I will make the necessary introductions. Simultaneously intrigued and confused, you can't help but ask more questions. What is it we're actually looking for, and what do we do when we've got it? The hooded stranger half smiles. You don't need to know what it is. You'll either find it, or you won't. Look for me here if you are successful. With that, the cloaked figure turns on his heel and sweeps out of the bar. You look at each other and shrug. You had no plans tomorrow anyway. And we unlock Scenario 1, the Dark Lake. So it takes place in the same Gloomhaven universe. It's not like this original sci-fi thing or anything like that. It's Gloomhaven. And I think you can tell the writing is somewhat on par with Gloomhaven. Although I think Frosthaven elevates it a little bit. So for some new stuff, there's some alternate types of monsters with different ability decks. It talks about the conditional things from the Star Slinger, which we'll become quite familiar with. Attack modifier cards have just kind of been altered in appearance a little bit for certain cases. And there's some new rolling. I mean, there's different modifier cards that have been added for different classes and stuff. There's some new conditions. 2 of these are actually from Frosthaven, or they're actually from... One of them's from Forgotten Circles, one of the expansions. Ward is from Frosthaven. But Chill is a negative condition that applies a -1 penalty to attack and move modifiers for every token that they have. So you can stack Chill to really plummet their attack and move. 1 Chill token is removed from a figure at the end of each of their turns. A figure that is immune to Immobilize or Muddle is also immune to Chill. Infect prevents a figure from gaining Shield by any means, and it's removed if they are healed. It does not... it doesn't cancel a heal like Poison does. It doesn't absorb a heal. Yeah. So it's like Wound in that sense, and it prevents shields. Regenerate from Forgotten Circles, and also Frosthaven. Basically, if it's on a character, they heal 1 at the start of every turn, and it's removed if they take any damage. And Ward is from Frosthaven. Basically, the next time somebody takes damage, they instead take half that damage rounded down, and they remove Ward. So a very powerful tanking consideration. Also, there's new poison and wound modifiers that can apply more than 1. So you have poison that adds +X attack instead of 1, and wound that suffers X damage instead of 1. Talks about swing, so that's a new thing. Teleport, which is from Frosthaven or Forgotten Circles. I don't know. I didn't play Forgotten Circles. So teleport is exactly what it sounds like, although they say that it's not considered a move ability, so it can be performed while the figure has Immobilize. I'm almost certain in Frosthaven it is considered a move ability, as I painfully had to learn the other day. So that's it. We have our new City and Road event deck, not from Gloomhaven, so that's exciting, getting all new cards we haven't seen before. We do have new items, a boatload of them, but to start, we still have the initial Gloomhaven set of items that you start with. So, minor heal potions, winged shoes, that kind of stuff. We can donate to the temple right away in order to work towards gaining prosperity, so that's already in effect. And there's new blessing cards, so instead of just crit cards, they're actually a little different. Every time you donate, you get one card from the crit deck, which is basically a better crit. It has stuff like do a crit and then bless an ally, or do a crit and then heal somebody for 2 or something like that. So they're just better crits. But then you get another card from this rolling modifier deck, which is not a crit, but it's like +1 and then heal somebody within 2 and then draw another card. So just a little bit different. All right, I'm pretty sure most of this stuff has been done for me. I'm going to assume so. So we did that. We have a party sheet. And so this keeps track of our prosperity, our reputation, so on and so forth, like normal. But now we have party goals. Such things as all party members have completed 5 battle goals each, and you get to check that off. All party members have gained 100 XP each. You get to check that off. 60 gold at the item shop. Everyone's looted a treasure tile. Completed a side scenario. And when 4 of the 5 party goals are completed, we get to read a section, and then there's a symbol there. And then I think that bottom one is... I think that's if you complete a scenario. Here, kicking off your new campaign with unlockable content. Whenever you've completed 5 scenarios, read 37D. Scales. So that's what that bottom section is, tracking your first 5 completed scenarios. Most of the rest is pretty familiar if you have played Gloomhaven, except that awesomely they borrow from Frosthaven. So here, I'll flip over here. So here's the first scenario, Dark Lake. As you can see, we only get to see the first room. That's it. We can see the whole layout, but we don't know what's going to be in the second room exactly. That's in the section book. And so it says when door 1 is opened, which is right here, this door, then we get to read a section from the section book, which is going to show us the picture of the second room and tell us what's going on in there. So this is exactly how Frosthaven works, and it's far, far better than Gloomhaven. If you just play the digital version, I mean, obviously it's even better. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen. You don't even get to see the map. Well, I guess you do get to see the map layout in the digital version, but I guess, yeah, it's pretty similar. And it's just so much better as an experience to not know what's coming. It's a disadvantage to not know what's coming, but yes. Okay, so we have done that. We've done the first 4, or we should have. So now we're going to distribute 2 personal quest cards. Which should be this. So this is for the Chain Guard and the Star Slinger. Oh, and yeah, I want a female Star Slinger. I guess I could do female Chain Guard, but I don't know. I kind of like the male Chain Guard. He looks beefy. So then we'll change the miniature here. There you go. All right, so over here, the weight of failure, complete 8 scenarios without exhausting and with 2 or less HP remaining. That's tricky. 8 scenarios ending with 2 or less HP. So 1 or 2. That seems tricky for a character that's mostly in love with staying at full health. Seems unlikely. Apex Predator. Experience 20 rounds where during or after you perform an action with a burn, an enemy dies. Then unlock Ruined Colony and follow it to a conclusion. Okay, so we have to kill 20 enemies. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Or after you perform an action. Oh, I guess if you burn a card and then your second action, you kill it. Either way, so we have to burn 20 cards and kill 20 enemies. But not quite 20, because you could kill multiples. So 20 rounds. I think pretty doable for our damage character. So I'm going to go with this. And we're going to shuffle this one back in. Over on the Chain Guard side, spiritual gains. Spend 200 gold on enhancements. Well, pretty damn simple. I know this symbol. I looked at this class. I kind of cheated. This is a healing. This is like the healing guy. The healers of all healers. But since I don't know what the other one is, it's a kind of a moot point. But a dedicated healer for 2 characters is kind of bad. At all costs, experience 8 scenarios where you negate damage by losing a card as normal while adjacent to an ally. Ooh, this one's pretty doable for us. Okay. The trickiest thing in this case is actually remembering that it happened. Like, it's something we really have to drill into our head to remember. So if I ever burn a card for damage, we need to remember that I have this. And hopefully the Star Slinger's next to us. And anytime I burn a card for damage, we need to remember over here. I feel like there's some bad V-syncing. Hold on. There we go. Oh, no, but now that fucked. That fucked. Why did that happen? Just because I want V-sync doesn't mean I want full screen V-sync. Hold on, that fucked it. It is fucked. Still too much. All right, that's doable. Okay. Personal goals done. We have a reputation of 0, prosperity of 1. That's standard. And we have items 001 through 014. We get gold equal to level plus 1 times 15, which is 30 gold each. And I believe we get to purchase stuff. It doesn't really say to purchase stuff, but we're going to lay out our starting cards. So we are very familiar with all of these items. Of course, we want an iron helmet on the Chain Guard. That's just a no-brainer. For the 20 gold on top of that, I mean, leather armor is decent. We didn't really look at all their cards yet in detail. Let me just see about jumps. I always like having jumps available. I'm seeing 1 jump and it's on a burn. So we're going to take the wing shoes. And that's going to cost me 20. So that's done right there. Simple, simple. Helmet and shoes. Over on the Star Slinger, I think a healing potion might be the most important. She only has 6 health. She really shouldn't ever want to be hit at all. But if I do, I don't know how much healing we have. So here's like the main card for her build to start. And we have to remove, I think, some X cards here. But Align Constellations. This is a sustained effect, a persistent effect. Gain advantage on all your attacks while you are at full health. So, yeah, I mean, permanent advantage is kind of a good effect. So that's going to be generally your turn 1 play, I would imagine. Okay, so this is a heal on allies or a heal on self for 2. That's decent. And then a heal 2 self and then an attack 3 and an XP if you're at full health at range 3. Here's a heal 1 on self. Heal 3. You can heal yourself, but if you heal an ally, you generate light. Heal allies. Okay. So she has some heals. It may still be better to do stamina potion. Do I want goggles? No, I don't need goggles. I always have advantage. So a healing potion is just a better goggle for me. Yeah, I'm going to buy the healing potion for 10. And then, oh gosh. Probably the Cloak of Invisibility. I'm very squishy and I want to be close, so I think that's ideal. So we're going to go with these two. Good, 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 good. And that is all our gold, so we don't have to worry about that. Let me think. Let's look at our cards. So here are our X cards. All right. Light pollution. You poison those 3 targets sort of in a cone in front of you. And then any allies in front of you, you remove all their negative conditions. You generate a light as well. The bottom, move 3 plus X, where X is equal to the number of figures you have targeted this turn. So this is your sort of second ability, or it's just a move 3. Poison is decent. Supernova, attack 2, range 3. It becomes an attack 3 at full health. If you burn a light, it becomes a range 2, but target 2 and gain an XP. All right, this seems like a fairly solid card for us. Bottom, the next 3 times you perform an attack while you're at full health, add +2 attack. It's a burn card, but it sticks around until you perform your attacks. And, you know, and if you attack and you're not at full health, it doesn't consume anything. So it's pretty decent. Later in the scenario, maybe. Aligned Constellations, obviously, essential. Too good. Crashing Flare, attack 3, range 2. Consume a light to make an attack 4 and an XP. Consume a dark to make it range 4. This seems like a very nice card. Bottom is a move 3. If you're at full health, generate a light. Yeah, that's a good one. Lucky Stars, heal yourself for 2, then attack 1, range 3. Attack 3 if you're at full health, which of course. Bottom is a heal 1 within 3. And if you have light, you add a move 3 on top of it. Luminous Blitz, attack 3 right in front of your buddy. And then you heal the ally for 2 and get an XP. Bottom is a move 3, heal 1 on yourself. It seems solid. Solar Eclipse, attack 2. Attack 2 if they're in front of you. And then if there's an ally on the other side, they become invisible. And we can consume a dark to make light. I think this is the one we ditch. That one's not going to see much use. We don't ever want to make our tank invisible, and we don't ever want to be in that situation with our tank, so no. Starstruck as a burn, attack 4, pierce 1, and then our ally there could perform an attack 3, pierce 1, and gets blessed as a burn. It's pretty good. The bottom, heal 3, range 1. If we heal an ally, we generate light. I think this is solid as a heal. We do want some heals for our tank. Earthshine, heal 1, poison, stun, target 1 enemy within range 3, and generate an earth. So it's a heal on an enemy, which is bad, but poison and stun is good. And ranged stun on a non-loss is pretty amazing. Because when you go into a room initially, you don't really care if they're healed, if they're at full health. It's more about just a stun to give yourself some breathing room. And then a move 3, consume a light to make it 5 with a jump. Nice. Diamond rings, similar problem with the other one. We don't want to be in that position. Oh no, this position's good. Attack 3, heal 1. Oh, okay, no, this is a good card. This is a good card. The bottom's fairly lackluster, but that top should generally be useful to us. All right. It's a 10-card hand, so, you know, I could see nixing this one, but removing all negative conditions from your tank, that could be a lifesaver. But one of these X cards we should put in. The bottom of Force Field. Enemies cannot focus on you or target you with abilities this round. That's almost close to invisibility. That's very close to, I mean, it's not quite. Yeah, it's not quite invisibility, because otherwise it would just be invisibility like this one. Although that's targeting an enemy and giving them invisibility. But it's very close. Fundamentally the same. On a non-loss that also gets you an XP. You don't get it to carry over to the next round like invisibility, but yeah, that could be a lifesaver. And with a 9 initiative, you're pretty much golden. Lost in the Stars. Remove your figure from the board. Place your character token on the hex it was occupying. Next round, when all figures have performed their turn, teleport to an unoccupied hex closest to your token and perform your turn for the round. Similarly, just complete damage avoidance for a whole turn. The problem is this is on a top rather than a bottom. So, but, you know, the next turn you would guarantee that no matter what, you get to go without any interruptions, because everyone else will have gone. It's decent, but I think the other card is better for our situation of 2 characters. I wouldn't really want to abandon my tank for 2 whole turns in the midst of like a shitstorm. And the bottom is a giant move, but it's a loss. So I don't know. Gravitational Flip, loot 1, push 1, target each enemy adjacent to a hex looted with the loot ability. Okay. I mean, loot on the top is kind of nice on occasion. And then 1 ally or enemy within range 2 performs a move 2 with you controlling the ability. That's kind of decent for trap operations. Especially with a guy we're joined with who does some traps. So, yeah, I could see it. I think for now I'm grabbing Force Field. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. 2 hours later. So I think we have our hand of 10 cards. Just to start, you know, you can always swap it out after the first scenario, see how it goes. Milestone. Affect an ally in a yellow hex and target an enemy in a red hex during the same action 10 times. And we get something cool if we go to the website. Contents of this envelope should only be revealed once you've completed the milestone requirements. Alright. You got it. Oh shit, we got all this stuff. So here's all the level up cards, our modifier cards. Yeah, more stuff. And of course, this goodies. Looking at the perks. Replace 2 +0 cards with 1 rolling heal 1 self card. Whew. Replace 1 -2 card with 1 -1 invisible self card. I like that. A rolling loot 1 card. Add 1 +1 +3 if you're at full health card. Ooh. That might be priority. Man, there's some interesting stuff. But yeah, as usual, removing negatives is priority. So probably that -2 to invisible, although that doesn't really fix the problem. I mean, it's good, but I don't know. I don't know how experts would rank that. Invisible is one of the best conditions in the game. We'll see how negative scenario effects are in this campaign compared to normal Gloomhaven. All right, let's move over to the Chain Guard. Roundhouse swing, loot 1, or you can forego that loot ability to do a shackle, swing 3, range 3, loot each hex the target enters. That just seems so fun. So yes. Shackle, like I said, can only be on one target at a time, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And I think every card sort of stipulates the distance that you can do it, either at a range or adjacent. Bottom is a move 3, add +2 swing to your next swing ability this round, then discard this card. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see how much we swing or anything like that. Obviously, primarily it's used for moving into traps. But there are some things like this. Vigorous Sway. Shackle and swing 3, range 2. If you cannot swing the target into a hex because of an obstacle or wall, end the movement, the target suffers 2 damage, and you gain an XP. So 2 guaranteed damage is always good against shields, heavily shielded targets. It's not super impressive for a top attack normally, but yeah, it could be useful. Especially if they go through a trap and then into a wall. Pretty freaking good. I might have to double check the rules on swing. But no, I mean, I don't know. I still would like to check, I guess. Swing. Target is swinged into a... Okay, suffer effects. Swing movement is unaffected by difficult terrain. Must be in line of sight. Yeah, okay. So... I may have to check the effects in the original Gloomhaven of forced movement with traps, because I think it's basically the same as force, like a push or a pull through traps. And the digital version has been handling all that for me, so I'll have to double check. The bottom, move 3, shackle an adjacent enemy, and then create a 3 damage stun trap in an adjacent hex as a burn. Probably not great. Wrapped in metal, stun, range 2, pull 1, and then shackle. Yeah, get them close and shackle so they can never leave, and stun. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Move 3, pull 3, target 1 shackled enemy adjacent to the hex you occupied at the start of this action. So you drag a shackled enemy with you. And yeah, you could do some shenanigans into traps as well. Spiked Knuckles. This is a very solid attacking card we have at level 1. Attack 2 and wound, +1 attack and an XP if they're shackled. It's not incredibly impressive. But an attack 3 and an XP at level 1 is decent. You know, it's decent stuff. The wound is cherry on top. Move 3, add Pierce 1 to all your attacks targeting shackled enemies this round. Yeah. Attack 2, shackle, force 1 adjacent shackled enemy. Perform attack 2, targeting an enemy adjacent to it with you controlling the ability. So yeah, that's essentially an attack 4. But I think their attack has to use their deck, their modifier deck. So it's probably not as good as we level up. But yeah, 1 adjacent ally may perform attack 3, targeting a shackled enemy adjacent to you. I mean, if we're situated and we don't have a better bottom and we just want to wail on something, yeah. Rusty Spikes, create a 3 damage poison trap in an adjacent empty hex and gain an XP. It's a little tricky, I feel, with putting a trap in an adjacent hex and then doing these swings. But I guess swing 3, range 3. You can swing an adjacent enemy. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be... When you think of swinging something with a chain, you think of it at range. But no, it can just be someone next to you right into a trap you made. So, This is basically just a delayed 3 damage guarantee, essentially. If you slap this down and you got a shackled enemy with you, and then the following turn you do vigorous sway, that's, I mean, assuming you have a wall or obstacle, which is often, 5 damage guaranteed. That kills a lot of shielded stuff. Slamming. Oh wait, we didn't look at the bottom of this. Move 2, shackle 1 adjacent enemy. Yeah, it's kind of a not great, but a move 3 someday maybe. Slamming shove, attack 3, push 2, move 2, attack 3. On a lost card at level 1, very nice. Because the brute has, I think, overwhelming assault, which is just an attack 6. So this with a push and a move in there, yeah, very nice. Power creep. Move 2, heal 2 on yourself, very nice. Merciless beatdown, attack 3, add +2 attack for each enemy adjacent to the target. So that could easily be an attack 7. So already, again, you know, kind of pretty good. But a loss. Force 1 adjacent shackled enemy to perform attack 3, target enemy adjacent to it. Sort of our form of AoE, I guess. Locking links, attack 2, shackle. At start of each of the target's turn, if it is adjacent to you and shackled, it suffers 1 damage. Yeah. I mean, like those living spirits and stuff like that, just like shielded enemies that want to just blast you at range, locking them down permanently and doing a damage to them every turn. It's just nice, especially because you'll likely wound them as well, so that's 2 damage. Bottom, create a 2 damage trap and an empty hex adjacent to you. Meh. Follow the chains, attack 3, push 1, add +1 push, and gain XP if target is shackled. Move 2, this movement must end adjacent to a shackled enemy. For a non-loss, attack 3, push 2, move 2, and an XP. Yes. Yes. The bottom is retaliate 1 for the round, but retaliate 2 against attacks from shackled enemies. Again, we have a lot of tools to just destroy low health shielded stuff. Kind of makes me feel like the red guard a little bit, although I'm not seeing a lot of shielding, so we'll see how that goes. Swing 3, target 1 adjacent enemy, add muddle if the target is shackled, and then an attack 3. So this is theoretically one of our best non-loss attacks at level 1. You got an attack 3, that's fine. Assuming they're shackled, which we would like to shackle everything if we can. It's attack 3 muddle. And then the swing 3, if you can get in a trap, even a 2 damage one, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Bottom, shackle 1 adjacent enemy, then move 6, jump, pull 6, and pull the shackled enemy with you. Boy, you could, I mean, there are some rooms like in Gloomhaven where it's just like 5 hazardous terrain tiles in a row, and you could just drag their ass all the way through. Pull 6, you don't see that too often. Chokehold, shackle 1 adjacent enemy. On your next 3 attacks targeting a shackled enemy, add +X attack. So 2, then 3. I mean, for bosses and things like that, that is pretty epic. Very nice at level 1. Move 4, 1 adjacent shackled enemy suffers 1 damage. And Untouchable Keeper. Shield 1 on yourself. Shackled enemies treat you as if you have invisible this round. Oh, if we could work that with the Star Slinger, some double invisible. Heal 3 on yourself as the bottom with an XP. That's very nice. Very nice bottom. All right, we got to pick some cards out, though. Let's grab the X's. Are any of these X's ones that I would love to have? I think Ganging Up is a very solid option. Attack 2, shackle, and then the extra attack 2 on top of it to a different enemy. Or the bottom if we have nothing else going on. Just an attack 3. And if we give that to the Star Slinger and she's at full health, that's advantage. So, you know, a very solid option. I think we want that. What would I pull out? Gosh. It's hard to know until I really get in gritty and just see how the whole thing plays. A lot of these seem pretty solid. Not sure. Maybe I'd pick Rusty Spikes, but I don't know. That seems really nice with all our swing abilities. Maybe Slamming Shove, just because I know that I don't burn many cards, but even, I don't know, I feel like I would use that. Probably Merciless Beatdown. I think I'd be less inclined to use that. It is potentially more powerful, but... And the bottom... I don't know, the bottom is also good. I like a lot of these cards. Let's try ditching locking links for now. This one, Roundhouse Swing, where you get to swing enemies through loot. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how much loot is just around, you know, on the ground in these scenarios or things like that. I mean, we'll have to see. I think this is a decent starting hand. Perks. Replace a -1 with a +1 shackle. Replace -1 with +0 or +2 if the target is shackled. I see there's not as many just like clear remove 2 -1s. You know, there's definitely like far more interesting choices. So I think this is good overall. I think Frosthaven sort of has a similar vibe of not just like, yep, these are the best options, pick these first. To a non-expert. A lot of rolling modifiers I'm seeing. Like add 3 rolling swing 3 cards. So in addition to the whatever you're doing, you also get to swing them 3. I think the top one is probably the best, though. Replace -1 +1 shackle. Because if this just said replace a -1 with 1 +1, you would take that. You would absolutely take that. Although this will reshackle an enemy. Or, you know, it'll remove whatever shackle you had. But generally, I think you want to wail on one shackled enemy at a time. Ignore negative item effects and remove 1 +0 card. Ooh, removing a +0 at this point. I don't think that would be your first pick. All right, I think we are good. I'm going to put these to the side so I'm not confused, because I do get easily confused. And I think we're just about ready to go. Let me go back to that thing that said all the things we should do. Prepare items. We get the gold. We did all that. Party goals. Prepare any other components. All right, let's do Dark Lake. When all enemies are dead, scenario is complete. Read 2C at the end of that round. Following the vague instructions you were given, you head to the Dark Lake. As you arrive at the shore, you see nothing. The shore and the lake are deserted of all wildlife, let alone strange creatures. You start to walk around the lake, growing slowly more dispirited as you go. You've clearly been tricked, and accusing looks pass between the party as you mutter about whose fault it was. Suddenly, the still surface of the lake is disturbed. The water rises and twists in 2 frothing columns, which settle into large spirit figures you've never seen before. Almost at the same time, a squad of Vermling scouts appear out of the undergrowth and, signaling to each other, attempt to surround the water spirits before battling them. Splashing in the shallows, your party is transfixed by the two forces maneuvering this way and that until suddenly you realize that you are caught in between them. Realizing simultaneously that these may be the strange creatures you are looking for and that you've been caught in the middle of a nasty fight, you realize there's one solution. Kill them all. All right. So we got Spitting Drakes, Vermling Scouts, Water Spirits. Now, the text there would certainly imply that the Scouts are enemies of the spirits, but the scenario said no such thing, so I don't think we get that privilege. All right. Let me just check. We've got our battle goals. Solo enhancements are non-permanent. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so our battle goals over here. Dreamliner, have 5 more total cards in your hand and discard at the end of the scenario. Or Masochist, current hit point value must be equal to or less than 2 at the end of the scenario. I think we know what we're picking. Plunderer, loot a treasure overlay tile during the scenario. Or Pacifist, kill 3 or fewer monsters during the scenario. Is there a treasure? There is a treasure. Okay, we'll go for that. And flip and shuffle and good. So here is our shit. We start up here. So Water Spirit, this is a new enemy we have never encountered before. These at level 1 have 5 health, 3 move, 3 attack. And then they have shield 1, but it only applies before their turn. So once they do their turn for the round, they no longer have shield 1 until the start of the next turn. That's a very interesting mechanic because it sort of encourages you to go late, but at the same time, you don't really want to go late ever. It's hard to say. We do have some hazardous... I think this is hazardous terrain. And I like that the water is actually moving. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I don't know why that's awesome, but you don't usually expect animated effects in Tabletop Simulator. All right, I think we're starting. Yeah, so terrain, hazardous terrain, I imagine. Because traps are red. And these have an X. So yeah, hazardous terrain. Somewhere there's a chart telling us... Oh, maybe right here. Yeah, okay. Scenario level 1, monster level 1, gold conversion 2, trap damage 3, bonus experience 4. That does not tell us hazardous terrain damage, though. I think I'd have to crack open the actual... the actual rulebook. Oh, I actually wanted to mix in these battle goals as well. So there's the Jaws of the Lion battle goals, which we have been playing with in the digital version. And then there's these Satires extended battle goals, which was just a fan collection of 54 new ones. Lose a card to negate 2 or less damage from an attack. Yeah, that's pretty wasteful. Multitasker, kill a monster and open a door in the same round for 2 points. That's pretty good. Sociable, never leave a room with a character ally remaining in it. So you always have to be the last one out. Cuddler, take a rest only on rounds in which an ally is also taking a long or short rest. Assassin, kill a monster before it takes any actions in the scenario. Covetous, never collect a money token from end of turn looting. Retaliator, don't make any attacks in the scenario until after you've taken damage for the first time. These all seem kind of interesting. We will try them in the future. All right, hold on. Let me just do this. Hazardous terrain. It will inflict half the damage of a trap. Okay. I was a little confused because Frosthaven just tells you what the hazardous terrain does. But it's probably the same formula. It's half the damage of a trap rounded down. So for us, that's 1 damage. Hazardous terrain is 1 damage. Okay. Let us play. So, over on the chain guard. We are 2 away. So doing something like move 2, shackle an adjacent enemy could be solid. And then we could just follow it up with Spike Knuckles. And that's a decent start, right? Because there's no traps. I doubt we want to get involved with making traps right on the first turn. So I think let's go with this. We'll move quick. So we do that. We do that. Put those there. Over on this side, we then also want to move 2. And maybe followed up with a supernova. I think that's reasonable. Diamond rings if we wanted to heal him for 1. But yeah, supernova, we might be able to hit something else. So we're going to be playing that. And we want to go after him at like 18, right? So I don't know, 26. Oh, we also want to play Aligned Constellations. Whoops. So I think we want to hold off on this and just play this to get that going. And then a move ability that we don't care about too much. Move ability I don't care about too much. Earthshine. We'll go at 32 and do Earthshine. Alright. Start round. Alright, so it's going to flip over our cards. It does that, you know, because when you're playing multiplayer, you can't see each other's initiatives. And then if the enemies are present on the board, it will flip over ability cards for them, and then it will all add everything to the initiative tracker. So we can see Chain Guards going first, then the Water Spirits, who are going to attack +1, targeting 2, and create a water tile in all hexes occupied by a target containing no overlay tiles. So this is where we have to kind of do the math ourselves. It's attack +1. They have a normal value of 3, so it's going to be a 4 attack, targeting 2 things adjacent to them. And then it's going to put water underneath them. So if I move the Chain Guard in, he's going to get hit for 4, but it's going to be a very solid hit. And you never know, he could crit. probably never want to bank on a crit. But we're going to move to... we're going to shackle this. So this is where we use the context menu, which I have bound to C for context. And there's no special shackle button because there's so many different like little tokens. So we can just use this thing, which is basically the shackle symbol. And then I'm going to do my attack 3 because he's shackled, and I get an XP, which we'll mark there. Oh, I can actually... Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it that way. Yes. Okay. So this is an attack 3 and wound. I'll wound him right now because that's happening. And all we need is a +1 and he'll die. Oh no, he's shielded. Do not forget. Here we go. +1. So that means I hit him for 4. -1 from the shield is 3 damage. He lost 3 HP. And that is my turn. He is shackled, which is good. We like all that. But yeah, he's going to get a turn. So he takes 1 damage from the wound. He's going to swing at me for 4. -2. Huzzah. We lost 2 health. And he's going to create a water tile. Now, I don't know if there's an easy way. Oh, I think there is an easy way. No, there's not an easy way. Okay. That's easy. That's the easiest way that I would that I could hope for. Okay, so he's on water tile, which water tiles, these are difficult terrain, so it costs 2 move to enter. But more importantly, I believe the water spirits get some buffs based on if the target's on water. Then the Star Slinger's gonna go. She gets this Aligned Constellations. Advantage on all her attacks while at full health. She's going to get 2 XP and make a dark. I have to do that manually. It will automatically go to waning and inert after each round is over, so that's nice, but I do have to remember to set it to strong, which I never should have a problem with. All right, so this is going to active. And I'm going to set the XP to 2. Good. And then for my other one, I am just moving here. Okay, done. Vermling Scout is moving +1, attacking for -1. It has daggers, so it's no range. And its move is 3, so that's 4 move. So it will move here. And it will attack the chain guard for 1, 0 damage. Okay. And that is the round. Huzzah! Finished our first round of the Crimson Scales. Very exciting. So yeah, certainly not as fast as the digital game, but, you know, this is fresh content. Okay, so we have ourselves a situation here. What are my multi-targeting hits? I don't think I have a tremendous amount. But this dude is going to die at the start of his turn. That's a guarantee. I think the water spirit is not ranged. I mean, it didn't seem ranged, but it could be ranged. This is an elite, so it's got 9 health. Same attack and move. But it does have shield 2. So maybe we should just worry about this Vermling. I could do Luminous Blitz if I shift a little bit. So that would be an attack 3. I would heal the chain guard for 2. And I get an XP out of it. That's about as good as we could hope for. On the flip side, probably Starstruck. I have a lot of damaging. I have a lot of damage. Go with this. Oh, this needs to be, sorry, discarded. Discarded, discarded. That'll move it to our discard. Do this, do this. And the chain guard. We want the chain guard to go after, so that shouldn't be a problem. We just need to go after 17. I don't know. Probably not. I'd really like to do Wrapped in Metal to stun the elite dude. So I guess we'll do that. I don't know if I have... Yeah, I don't really have any good bottom hits in this position. To finish off this Vermling. So maybe hold off on that. Let's really just concern ourselves with killing the Vermling. Maybe... We don't need much. I can just probably just do a basic attack. Yeah, I might just do a basic attack. Maybe slamming shove, just use that as a basic. And let's do this. Yeah, I might want to heal. We'll see. We'll see. So go on 25. Start round. Star Slayer going first. So we are going to shift over to here. And then we're doing an attack 3, healing our buddy, and gaining an XP. Oh, I think I've been drawing from the wrong deck. I definitely drew... Oh no, the Star Slinger didn't attack. But yes, I did draw from the wrong deck. For the Chain Guard. Whoops. Chain Guard is player 3. So shuffle that. Let me grab a +1. That should be there. Shuffle that. Okay, we're good. Whoop. +0, so that is 3 damage to the Vermling. Because I don't think they have any special... Nope. 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 And the Chain Guard gets healed for 2. Perfect. And we get an XP. We're already at 3. Incredible. Oh, I actually had advantage. And let us not forget. All right, perfect. I mean, that thins out the deck of bad shit. And if we always have advantage, we can never miss. Isn't that awesome? That's the Star Slinger turn done. Chain Guard goes. He's going to be doing a basic attack from what I recall. Doesn't seem like he needs the heal, so I guess just use the basic of Untouchable Keeper. +0 is 2 damage. That's a dead boy. They dropped the coin. Coins are worth, I think we said 2. 2. So $2 right now if we want to pick that up. And I have a move of 2, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think there's... I think that you can set a hotkey to automatically loot a coin. What if I press L? Right, L is lock. I generally like to have L as lock. I do Shift L. That's also lock. What can I press? Hold on, do I keep locking stuff? X. Okay, I can do X, I guess. Maybe that does something that I'm not seeing. Loot X. I'd have to go in here to configuration, controls, and scroll down to see if I see an X anywhere. Who knows? There it is. Cut. Oh, we probably don't want that. Don't do that. I guess, how do you know? Well, oh, hold on. Maybe if I'm standing on top of it, it'll know. No. Oh. Oh, maybe it's just at the end of turn looting. And it went right here. Perfect. Okay, water spirit is going. This one dies. Yep. So they are out of here. But the elite one is going to do a move +0, attack +0, or +2 if the target is occupying a water tile. This was what we dreaded. So he is certainly moving here. And he is doing an attack for 5 against the chain guard. +2. 7 damage. Worlds are colliding. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's the end of the round, though. All right. Discard, 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 discard. We need some heals and stat. And I just threw away my fucking heal 3 on the bottom, which would have been amazing. I think we want to stun this thing. So we're going to do Wrapped in Metal. That'll shackle it. We want to go quickly. So probably just Chokehold. Give it a damage for free. Over on this side, what are my heals looking like? I can heal 1. Okay, diamond rings. If we were positioned correctly, I'd have to be standing here for that to be correct. So I need a move. So unfortunately, I definitely didn't generate. No, I definitely didn't generate any light. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, we don't have many big heals. This is a heal 1. Yeah, not too many big heals. I guess I'll do this. And this. This has the potential for disaster, doesn't it? Let's make it happen. All right, good. We're going first. So Chain Guard is first going to do Wrapped in Metal. So I'm going to shoot him. +0. He has shields. 2 until his turn. But +0 means no... Actually, I didn't even need a modifier, did I? Now I've done cheated. It wasn't an attack roll. It was literally just a stun and pull. I wasted my +2. So shackled and stunned. The pull doesn't matter. And then I'll just do the bottom of chokehold and deal 1 damage to him. Right through that shield. Star Slinger's going, moving on to here. Unfortunately, it has to be there. And if I'm at full health, I generate light. So do that. And then I do my attack 3. Heal 1 and gain an XP. Crit. Beautiful. So that's 6 damage -2. 4 damage. I love it. We heal the big bastard here for 1. Oop, there you go. And we generate an XP. That's about as good as we could hope for. Also, I have advantage. So I guess I have to draw again, but yes. Oh, good. Well, we shuffle anyways. That is it. That is it. The water spirit goes. It loses its stun. And that is it. Yeah, I mean, going after it would have the shield benefit, but it's scary, man. He hit me for 7. It's the end of the round. All right. Follow the chains would be a very solid, quick turn. I don't want to go after him. It's painful. So we're just going to go quick. If the Star Slinger goes first and gets into a good position, I could follow it up with ganging up. But that might really just be overkill. We'll see, I guess. Oh, hold on. Discard, 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 discard. Can we go before 19? We can with the 09. But it would be just a move 2. Well, I was going to push him into these thorns for 1 guaranteed damage, but we'll see if that's necessary with this whole process. So sure, we'll do force field just to go quick. And then I can probably do supernova. Just to consume the light and get another XP. We're all about that XP. Maybe I should have burned a card right away to save myself 7 damage. I doubt I'll ever have a hit this scenario that's bigger than that. That probably would have been smart. This is why I'm not very good at Gloomhaven. Ooh, water spirit's going fast. Move -1, attack -1. All enemies occupying a water tile suffer 1 damage. Fuck me. Well, let's do supernova. We'll consume the light, even though all it does is give me an XP. That's it. And this is an attack 3. Because we're at full health. Attack 3. With advantage. -1 or crit again. Holy shit. I mean, it shuffled. It auto-shuffled my deck. That's legit. It's legit, man. So that's another 6 damage. You, my friend, are dead as a doornail. I love to see it. I'm going to move on to this. Okay, yes, it does do auto looting. I remember that now. I remember when yeah. The chain guard then has no big attacks. He has nothing that is good to do. So I'm just gonna move him onto here. End of round. Okay, 2 cards left on both sides. It's nice that we have an equal number of cards, but maybe that's not nice. There's no heal that's going to happen except for lucky stars. I can heal him for 1. I think probably we just get up to the door. Although the Star Slinger is going to be a bit off because I'd rather heal than move. Discard, 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 discard. Doesn't really matter. Then we'll long rest next turn. He'll be at 7. It's reasonable. So yeah, chain guard is just moving. Okay. And we are just doing a heal 1. And not moving because I can't. So there's your heal 1, and that's the end of the round. And now we're both going to long rest. Discard, 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 discard. Long rest. Long rest. Start round. End round. Heal for 2. And yeah, so we get I don't know if there's a great way as a solo player to get back all our cards. There probably is, but as a solo player, since we have control of both, we don't have a hand of cards like you would if I was just an individual player. So it's not a, yeah, it's a bummer. Okay, so we have to burn a card. Gosh. It's just like Sophie's choice, man. I guess maybe ganging up, but maybe chokehold. I don't know. No, we want to keep my heals because I still want to heal. No, these are all so good. Let's dump ganging up for now. For now. Maybe light pollution. I'm still a little iffy on this card. Just because the top doesn't do damage. And I have so many cards that do damage. Removing negative conditions is good, I guess. In the support sense. I'm not sure. Alright, so now we get to pick our 2 cards. We want to go through the door, of course. So we're going to get to see what's in there. Probably doing like move 2, heal 2. I think is a solid choice. And then I could do stun. Stun, pull, shackle. I mean, what's better than that? On this side, we want to follow him, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4 move, ideally, but we could get by with 3. Okay, we'll get by with 3. Although it's also a stun. And then we don't have any big stuff, so maybe Supernova again for a 3/3. But if he goes first, he will have a guy next to him. So I could do Luminous Blitz. That's assuming there's a guy there for him to pull. Otherwise, I waste Luminous Blitz. And that's worst case. So I think probably Supernova is my best, just basic hope card for a new room. Start it. All right. Chain Guard's going first. He is stepping. But there you go. All right, we definitely got enemies, no doubt about that. Nothing within 2. Oh, I'm going to take another step, so yes. Okay. So when door 1 is open, read 2A. That's this right here. Okay, no new text or anything. It's just showing the layout, so it's fine. When door 2 is open, read 2B. All right, what do we got? We have 2 normal water spirits, 2 normal vermling scouts, and a spitting drake in the corner. 3 flight, 3 attack, 3 range, 6 health. So we want to draw manually here to get him going. All right, Chain Guard still gets to finish his turn. So I'm going to go here. Water Spirits. It's going to do a move and then a big AoE. Attack -1. Okay, so it's going to be a 2 attack. But then the other one's going to come in anyways. And the Vermling Scout is not hitting anything. All right, so then it's in my best interest. I'm going to heal for 2 from my card, and then I'm going to stun this and pull him in. You are stunned, and you are shackled. Good. That's Chain Guard done. Spitting Drake is attacking, but hits nothing. Then the Star Slinger. So she is moving 3. 1, 2, 3. Then she is doing attack 3, range 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. No, it has to be the Water Spirit. And 3 damage, advantage. Okay, so 4 -1 from the shield is 3. All right. Good enough for us. That is everything. Water Spirit, this one loses its stun. This one is going to move 4. I don't know if it says anything about... It doesn't say anything about them ignoring the difficult move modifier of water, which is kind of funny because they're a water spirit. But you have to stipulate that. Right? I'm not just giving it to them because, oh, they're a water spirit. I mean, you know, like the Cragheart in Gloomhaven, he doesn't just automatically move through gravelly dirt, difficult terrain easily. I mean, you know. So I don't think it matters, but 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's doing an area attack. Actually, he can't hit me, can he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's his movement. Perfect. I mean, maybe you disagree with me. Maybe if you played, you would let the water spirit just glide over water like it was nothing. But damn it, I follow the rules as written. So he doesn't hit me, and that's the end of his turn. And the Vermling Scouts try vainly to hit anything in sight and hit nothing. So that's the end of the round. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. Now, don't I have a card? Unless I got rid of it. I did get rid of it. Fuck. I got rid of Vigorous Sway. That would have done it. That would have done it. I would have swung this dude right here, right into this wall, and he would have taken 2 damage and died. Ooh. Maybe I need to rethink my life. Maybe I need to rethink my life. We could still do some shenanigans. We can do Merciless Beatdown to force him to attack somebody else, the other water spirit. And then I could do Drag Through Dirt. Or Spike Knuckle. Spike Knuckle with the wound will probably get the job done. Let's try for it. Damn it, I keep forgetting I have to. Okay, so that guy will likely be dead, and this water spirit will hopefully be a little injured. So... Chain Guard's at 9 health. He's kind of fine, but he might not always be fine. Luminous Blitz could be good. I mean, Luminous Blitz, I guess, could be perfect, assuming that Scout comes in. I think we should assume the Scout's coming in. So let's plan for that, and let's plan for a later move. Yeah, I don't know. They're all fairly solid. I guess Crashing Flare. Crashing Flare is really a solid attack, and I just always waste it because I figure I don't have the elements. But even without it, it's a attack 3, range 2. It's decent. But 26 is not that late. Yeah, we'll use this because that'll generate a light, which I can then use on Crashing Flare to make an attack 4, range 2, and generate an XP, which is very solid. All right, I'll do that. Spitting Drake, shield 2, heal 2, strengthen self. You may be strengthened. You have my blessing. All right. We did not go quite late enough. Actually, I need to look up initiative ties. Is it always the player first, or can I do some my choice stuff? Hold on, where the fuck page did I just saw it and I flipped over the page. Okay, if there's ever a tie... Oh, if there is a tie between a player and a monster type, the player goes first. Damn. I mean, you might think that that's in your benefit, but it's not always. Okay, fuck. So first, we're going to have the one water spirit attack the other water spirit right here. +1, nice. So that's 4 damage, -1 from the shield. 3 damage. And then we're doing Spike Knuckle on the guy next to us, so that's an attack 3. -2 is only 1. Shield makes it nothing, but he is wounded. Damn. That is our whole Chain Guard turn. Star Slinger then will have to come in to save the day. I mean, we could use either one, but they're both... The tops of these are really functionally identical. I guess your movement might be a little different. All right, we go there, we generate a light, and we do Luminous Blitz to attack for 3. With advantage is 3. That's dead outright. We also heal our buddy for 2, so he's at full. And we generate an XP. She's a bit of an XP machine. Okay, that's all we got though. So now the scouts go. They're okay, great. They are moving +1 with a jump, so that's 4 jump, and they are then looting 1. So they're trying to get to their focus, which is the chain guard. So this one goes here and then loots. I don't know, strictly speaking, where that goes, but sure. And then this one would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here. And then it would also loot, but there's nothing to loot. Well, that works. And then the water spirit moving +2, so that's 5. Healing itself for 3, that sucks. And then creating a water tile in an unoccupied adjacent hex closest to an enemy containing no overlay tile. All right, so that's going to be right here. Okay. Okay. I think we're doing fine. I mean, it is the first scenario, but I think we're doing fine. We could think about burning stuff, but honestly, retaliate 1 might be the best bet if I can shackle something along with it. Or I could just do retaliate 1, shield 1. Or if I really want to punch something hard, I could do rusty spike bottom to shackle an enemy and then do follow the chains. And that would be an attack 3, push 2. But looking at the situation, I'm likely to be attacked 3 times. And they're fairly weak. It would be nice to shackle something, but I don't think we can always count on that. I could do chokehold, I guess. We could get that going. It does kind of appeal to me. But the shield 1 could save me a lot of trouble as well. Yeah, we'll just do the shield and we'll go quick. So in that case, we probably want the Star Slinger to go very late. Could I? Well, I have the light, right? We made that specifically so that I could do Crashing Flare finally. Attack 4, range 2. I think that's the way to go. And then do Starstruck to heal the guy afterwards, because he's going to take some damage. We'll go real late. And go. Chain Guard goes first. He's doing retaliate 1 and shield 1, ignoring all the other text related to shackling. Water Spirit. Attack +0, +2 if they're on a water tile. They are not. So this is just an attack 3. -1. -1 from his shield. 1 damage. Done. Spitting Drake is moving +0 and then spitting range 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nope, not hitting. Goodbye to your strengthen, my friend. Vermling Scouts. They're doing ranged attacks. Target 2. The Star Slinger is finally going to get hit. No! Maybe. They have attack rating of 1. All right, let's do the guy with disadvantage against Chain Guard first. So this... Oh, it's an attack -1. So they have an attack of 0. They have to get a plus for this to work. All right, Chain Guard. That's a -1. So nothing. Against the Star Slinger, 0. The other guy against the Chain Guard, +1. That's a damn... Oh, but the shield, never mind. You would need a +2. And the Star Slinger, +1. There it is. Fuck. So she loses initiative. Or she loses advantage. In that case, probably I'm just going to rather heal myself. I would generate light if I healed an ally. But advantage on all attacks is just too good. It's a kind of a selfish playstyle, isn't it? But hey, kills are kills. So this is done. I'm going to heal myself back to full. And we're doing an attack 4, range 2. Get that XP, boy. Attack 4 on the water spirit who does not have a shield currently. Okay, well, see, we can never miss with advantage. So we got +0, which is 4. Done. 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 You can see how scenarios take a lot longer when doing manually stuff. So we're not going to race through this campaign as quickly as Gloomhaven was. Yeah, had I shackled the water spirit, I could just do chokehold bottom to kill it. But we do not have that luxury. So in this case, I'd have to just really fucking wail on him. How does this... Why do I have different card numbers? Did I cheat? I may have cheated. She has 1 active. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Her numbers are correct. He has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 in the discard. 1 in the lost. Oh, because she has 1 active. God, I'm so stupid. Stupid. Yes. Okay, so... Gosh. She's basically just doing lucky stars. It's a 3/3 gain in XP. So I guess she's just gonna kill the water spirits. And then this guy will go, he'll shackle a dude. I can swing a fucking vermling around, but not to a whole lot of effect. No, not really. But it is an attack 3. So, let it be so. Yeah, Starslinger, she is gonna not be focused or targeted this turn. Gains another XP, and then she'll be doing lucky stars. And since she's at full health, she gains another XP, and she's at 9. This is a little obscene. This is a lot of fucking XP. And she is shooting this crit very much dead. Okay. Then the chain guard goes. He's going to move. He's going to shackle this thing. He can swing it. And he may as well just to muddle it. So I'll swing him over here. And then he's attacking for 3. Dead. None of that all mattered. It's just theatrical. Alright, Spitting Drake. Move +1. Attack -1. He doesn't have to move anywhere. He's spitting at him for 2. 2 damage. Okay. Then the scout. He is moving and looting. Damn these firmling. And that is the end of the round. Okay, we have nothing, so we need to rest. Probably more in the Star Slingers benefit to short rest. Sure. So Chain Guard is going to long rest, and we are going to... Oh, shit. Make sure you get all those. That's important. We're going to short rest and get rid of Force Field. Yeah, okay. There's probably an easier way to do that I don't know about. All right, so again, we have no multi-targeted stuff. So get that idea right out your head. Probably I'm just going to be shooting this Vermling. Don't really have any great bottom stuff, but I can heal him. Now, do I go fast to kill the Vermling before he can hit him? Or do I go slow to heal him after the Vermling hits him? We'll go fast. Spitting Drake going first. Attack +0, target 2 and poison. That will not hit Star Slinger, just hit this. It's an attack 3. Crit. Helmet, told you. So that's a 3. Down to 4 and poisoned, unfortunately. Shitty. Star Slinger's going, definitely healing off that poison. And I healed... If I affected an... Well, I did affect him in some way. So that's good. Although that's range 1. No! How did I not notice that? Should we course correct? Yes, I'm going to course correct. Pretend I didn't play that. Pretend I played this. Hey, it's first scenario, you know, there's learning curves. All right, so there you go. He heals for 1. It's probably even better in that situation, which is... That doesn't help the cheatiness. But, all right, attack 3. Range 3 against this Vermling with fucking advantage. You're dead as shit. Good. That is it. Chain Guard does his long rest. Heals up to 6. End round. We're getting there, man. We are slowly but surely getting there. All right, we have to get rid of a card. I actually might use Untouchable Keeper this turn to heal myself some more. Let's say... Merciless Beatdown. Okay. Yeah, we actually... I mean, we don't have that many turns left on the old Star Slinger. Oh, again. Whoops. There we go. That's where I was like, wow, what happened to her? They have they should have very close to identical hands. Okay. So this turn, yeah, I think we're gonna do Untouchable Keeper to heal me. And then the only issue is he's 3 away, and I don't have any range 3 stuff. So perhaps not do that yet. Because I wanted to stun him. I don't know if we'll kill him this turn. So let's stun him. And I can just do Slamming Shove. It's move 2, heal 2. I would have to use my jump boots to jump onto this water. It might not be a very good use of them. But fuck it. 25, 82. Star Slinger. Oh, I don't know. Earth Shine. Yeah, I mean, I could also stun with that. Earth Shine and then maybe Diamond Rings just to do a solid hit. Heal my guy again. Something like that. Alright, Chain Guard first. Use your boots, your shoes. Jump onto the water. Heal yourself for 2. And then stun this guy. Don't draw a modifier. Just stun and shackle. Done. Star Slinger goes. Have to be here. Unfortunately. Yes, that's correct. I'm doing attack 3 with advantage. Nice. So that's 3 damage. And we heal this guy for 1. And we get another XP. Double digits. And Spitting Drake would have done a stun. Ooh. You dirty bastard. All right. Gosh, I could do Luminous Blitz and just, yeah, why wouldn't I? We get advantage. I mean, it seems so good. Oh, he did remove stun. As for the old Chain Guard, probably just move up to the door and prep. And by prep, I mean not much, really. I could make a trap, but maybe we prep with Chokehold. It would shackle an adjacent and we'd miss out on that. We'd have to find other ways to shackle. And yeah, I really don't have that many ways that are non-loss. This is a shackle. This is a shackle with a loss. And this is my only non-loss shackle. Other than Wrapped in Metal, which I already used. So it's not great. It is really not great. We definitely need to expand our repertoire. The Shackled is good. A lot of my shit is based on it. All right, Star Slinger is just going to be doing... I do have to move. That's really annoying. I don't have to. But no, if I want to hit him, it has to be in that orientation. And I don't have enough move to get anywhere else. I could just stab him, I guess, but... No, we'll move here. It generates light. Attack for 3. Well, 2 damage. We're not even killing him. And you get healed to full, and I get another XP. And that's that. Then the chain guard is probably... Yeah, I guess screw it. Go here, shackled enemy takes 1 damage and dies. And that's that. Could have done chokehold, but it would have stayed alive. Shit. So that means we... Yeah. Well, we'll get chokehold back. End around. Okay, let's get in there. Even though the Star Slinger only has 1 more turn before she needs to rest again. And I really don't have any big moves, so this sucks. I should have bought some boots. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whatever's in there, maybe I want to bring it into this room just because the Star Slinger is so far behind. And then I could do Supernova to prep this thing for the next 3 times I perform an attack. Sure. Let's plan for that. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. We're stepping on the door. Fuck. Fuck. And I gotta get that treasure chest. All right, this is probably just gonna be a picture of the room. Yep, okay. Frosthaven, often, whenever you enter a new room like that, it will have like a little blurb of text, like, oh, you're cutting through them and blah, 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 sort of like a DM kind of just describing it. It adds a nice little touch for each new room. But, that is a professional production with writers and whatever. So I'm here. I think I used this. So basically I'm just doing what the fuck? I'm doing an attack 3 against this Vermling. He's dead. And we have to add in the Vermling and this guy and this guy. And this will be interesting. The Water Spirit is attacking within... Okay. So nothing. The Spitting Drake is attacking, so nothing. Now the Star Slinger is putting on Supernova. We're putting a tracker here on the first one. And doing nothing with this one, so that's that. And then the Scout here is attacking. It's a 1 damage attack with disadvantage. 1 damage. You may chortle, but 1 damage could be the difference between life and death. End round. Do I long rest? Do I short rest? Do I long rest? Do I short rest? I mean, short rest is good if I think that I'm going to be able to hit something this turn. Which, considering this Vermling, I guess that's possible. So, sure, we will short rest. Why did I do it this way? We lost Crashing Flare. It's not great, but it's okay. So we want to go late. Probably Starstruck late. I can heal the Chain Guard if he comes up to me. And for our hit, Assuming we're gonna have to hit something that's not in a perfect position. Let's go for lucky stars. On the chain guard side, we don't have many options, so you know, I think we're maybe I should short rest. Well, because what I'm basically stabbing this guy for 2 and then moving 2 over here to where I started. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. All right, chain guard, yes, attacking for 2 right now. Or I could make a 3 damage trap. Maybe that's better. That would force him to do some shit. He'd have to walk through the hazardous terrain. He might not be able to hit me this turn. Okay. I'm going to move 2 here then. And then I'm going to create a poison trap and an adjacent empty X. I think I have a satchel of traps somewhere. I thought I did. Yeah, traps. Oh, fuck. I have to keep track of this, too. Kill a shackled enemy 10 times. And affect an ally in a yellow hex and target an enemy in a red hex during the same action 10 times. Oh, man. I've easily done that 3 or 4 times now. I'll say 3. I'll be nice. I've definitely done that. I kill a shackled enemy 10 times. I'll say I've done it once. We may end up guesstimating a lot. Yeah, okay, those are still on the table. The party goals, those are sort of broad things. You don't have to really keep track of that too closely. Oh, but then the personal goals. I haven't burned anything, and I haven't burned a card for damage, so we're fine. All right, anyways, I got a clamping snare, dizzying release, locking links, rusty spikes, vigorous sway. We are using rusty spikes. Look at that nice custom trap token. Okay, good, good. That's chain guard. Water spirit is moving +0, attack +2, +2. 1, 2, 3. Can't attack shit. Vermling scout, move +1, attack -1. I would think that it would move on the hazardous terrain over the trap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes a damage, and it attacks me for 1 crit, which is a +0, so 1. Star Slinger then goes. I can't heal him. Not without. Well, no, I can't heal him. I could do this and then do Starstruck, but that wouldn't do anything because I'd have to move. So I could just move and then do Starstruck. Actually, holy shit. If I did Starstruck, I would bless the chain guard. I'd do an attack 4, and then he would get to do an attack 3. Pretty damn tempting, but I don't want to burn. We still have a bit too much damage to chew through. So not yet, but that is a very nice ability for laying on some hate. Yeah, so we're just doing attack 3 and gain an XP, because why not? All right, +1 is 4 damage as far as I am aware in my mind, so that's a dead. Perfect. Well, in that case, why wouldn't I just move onto this water tile? I mean, there is a good reason why I wouldn't, but there you go. Spitting Drake, move -1, attack +1. It flies, so it doesn't worry about water. Move 2, 1, 2. Okay. And that is the end of the round. Okay. I think my music turned off. We've been going for quite a while. Yeah, we've been going a long time for the one scenario. It's time consuming, man. I'm telling you. This is sort of Gloomhaven as I knew it before the digital version. It's just tedious. I think my brother would say tedious. But you know, I like it. I like all the tactical stuff that's going on. Poor Chain Guard has 1 XP. Fucking hell, man. No, I should have 2. I made this trap. No, I should have 2. There you go. All right. Discard, 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 discard. Chain Guard, I think, is going to have to long rest. I think that's in his best interest. The Star Slinger should go late. Assume we're going to do something devious. Let's assume he's going to go the same spot. So in that case, we'd want to do... Oh, I actually did this. I did my first hit. So that actually was even more attack. And I gain another XP. So probably Luminous Blitz. And I can move a little bit if need be. So let's do that. All right, Spitting Drake, move +1, attack -1. So 4 move. 1, 2, 3. It would move here, yeah. And then it would attack the big boy for a 2 attack, which becomes a 2 attack. Okay, Star Slinger goes, unfortunately. Guess the Star Slinger is going to move here. And do Luminous Blitz, not affecting my ally. So this is a 5 attack because of this shit. And I generate light, I'm sorry. Yeah, so 5 attack with advantage. That is very nice. Ah, damn, so close. Okay, I get a coin, Water Spirit, move +1, attack -1 in an area. It would definitely go here, which is pretty shitty. So this is an attack of 2. 1 damage. She is imperfect. Unacceptable. And she's also standing on water. And then the Chain Guard does his long rest, so he heals for 2. Oh, God. I want to get the treasure chest, of course. I also like to pull something or get something into this trap, but the swing is not playing nicely. What was I just thinking of? Shit. Oh, this. Yes. Let's refresh. Let's get rid of Untouchable Keeper. I don't see that being too useful. I do have Wrapped in Metal. Stun, pull 1, range 2. Probably we want to do that on the big Water Spirit. Yeah, that makes sense. And then otherwise we just want to go quickly. Damn. This bottom of drag through dirt lets me jump 6. It also lets me pull 6, though. So I could just yank this thing all the way through back to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It wouldn't get quite there. And really, it would just be this 3 damage poison. And then I'd be stuck with him. But honestly, it's not too bad. And then I could follow up with a stun to give me a turn. Oh, no, I would start with the stun. Because he has to be adjacent to me. Okay, let's do that. And I think the Star Slinger is going to short rest. Get rid of... No, don't get rid of Lucky Stars. Change your health to 4. And get rid of Luminous Blitz. Debatable decision, perhaps? And that actually... Don't change your health there. Change your health there. We have light, so I could do Earthshine to move 5 afterwards. It is a slow turn, though. But what's the worst that could happen? I die. No, I burn a card. That's the worst. Water Spirit going first. Oh, no! Worst case scenario. It's attacking for +1. Okay, so it's hitting me for 3. Shit. Chain Guard goes. Here's your comeuppance. You're getting pulled, stunned, poisoned, shackled, all the shit. Let me make sure you're not immune to... No, you're not immune to shit. So you're getting shackled, poisoned, stunned. This goes away. You're here. Let me bring this back over here. Now... I am reshackling him and then move 6 and pull him all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You come with me. And that's all that happens there. I do lose this card, but I get 2 XP. Good. Good. Spitting Drake goes. This is where it's really annoying, because now I'm going to have to burn a card. It's just shooting me for 3. Yep, 4. So I will burn a blessed card. Damn. Yeah, I don't have many turns left, but we're almost done. We're almost done. All right, my turn. I'm going to pop my potion that I bought that finally comes in handy. You thought it was going to be worthless. Then I use Lucky Stars to heal for 2, and I'm at full health, motherfucker. So this is an attack 5, and you're about to get blitzed. Crit. That's what you get. That was pretty good. I gain another XP, and this falls off, so I get another XP. That's 2. This seems just sick and wrong. I mean, 15 XP, scenario 1? That's nuts, right? That's nuts. I mean, basically every card she has gives her XP. I mean, a lot of it is conditional based on, like, positioning or health, but still, it's nuts. So that's lost as well. And now I move 5, jump, using the light. I don't think I'm going to move 5. I think I'm going to move right here. Done. Done. All right, so now the chain guard wants to probably spike knuckle. Or I could do slamming shove. But keep in mind, that would be a push. I don't have to push. I don't have to push. I don't have to do the move, but it would just be a massive attack. And then I could move out with the second action. How about hell yeah? That's what I say. No, I picked the wrong one. Slamming shove. Good. This gets discarded. She will long rest because there's no rush here. The thing is stunned. It's going first. It would have done some shenanigans. But it does nothing. It loses its... Oh, and it's poisoned. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. All right, here we go. So first up is an attack 4 because it's poisoned. That is 3 damage to it. Oh, it does it. Oh, no, it went first. No shields for you, you fuckface. That's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't even think about that. Because really, I should have gone as late as possible. But, you know, it's better to be lucky than smart, as they say. I'm not going to push him. I'm not going to move, and I'm doing another attack 4. For 4 damage. Good. And then I'm just moving 2. What happened to the treasure? Something happened, right? Like I saw some sort of... Oh, okay. It gave it to me. Did I press a button or something? I don't know. I think I pressed a button. I think the treasure just has a button on it, and I accidentally pressed it when I was messing with the health. I think that's what happened. Okay, Star Slinger, then long rest. End round. This is lost. This is discarded. Flip. Goodbye, lucky stars. Don't mean much. And all I mostly care about is getting that coin. But as for our chain guard... Looks like... I think attack 3 wound is better than attack 3 push 2. Oh, and this can go 1 damage right away. Let's do that. Start. Chain guard goes first. Perfect. So he is moving here. This takes a damage. And then he's doing spiked knuckles for a 3. 5 damage. You did. And that's all she wrote. He gets another XP at least. Okay. Then she's just going to move on to a coin. And nothing else will get her any XP. Yeah. Done. End round. That is the scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Very long stuff. Wet, tired, and bloody, you look around at where you find yourself. The water spirits definitely counted as strange creatures, and they seem to be guarding something. You explore further and find an old tunnel. It's obviously some sort of overflow from somewhere, but currently it is only damp. There are prints in the muddy soil by the entrance, though, and you can see other signs of activity. Maybe, whatever this mysterious object is, it lies in here. Underground channels has been unlocked. We got Dizzying Tincture, item 58. All right, that sounds good. So we go to reward items. Wait again, it was at 58. Reward items, Crimson Scales. Dizzying Tincture. Okay, I don't know why it's a different number. Oh, because that was the number in the deck, yeah. Okay, Dizzying Tincture. During your attack ability, add Disarm to one attack. Well, it's strictly a worse stun powder. Yes, I think we can all agree on that. It's strictly a worse stun powder. That being said, it's sort of akin to the Warhammer. But instead of taking up 2 hands, it takes up a pouch item, and it does disarm instead of stun. Most of the time when you do stun, you know, you're happy enough with disarm. Most of the time. I don't know. Okay, so we got 2 gold per. So Star Slinger got 4. That means 8 gold. And she got 15 XP plus 4. So 19 XP turn scenario 1. Very respectable. That's close to halfway to level 2. The Chain Guard got 3 coins, so that's 6. Plus he got 9 XP. Not quite as respectable. We did get, hold on, have 5 or more total cards in hand and discard the end of scenario. She did not get that. And actually, that was a poor choice considering, like, Aligned Constellations already puts her at 9 cards. So, no on that front. But he did get Plunderer. He got the chest. So, he can take a perk point. Boom. All these fucking hands. Get in there. All right. So then we do scenario 1. Oh, shit. It does all that for you. Wow. I wonder how many other things it would do for me if I knew about it. Okay, well now I have to have all these numbers. Yeah, I wish 38 XP. That would be insane. It said be sure to check your battle goals, I think, right? For Milestone, he definitely just killed another shackled enemy, didn't he? Yeah, he was the one that did that. He crucified it. So 2, we'll stick with 2. She didn't probably do any more than that. That's fine. I don't think there was any. She never burned a card for damage. I realize now that's kind of a poor choice because I don't know how often she's going to do that. You're mainly looking right now at Starstruck. That would be the big, almost certain one. But I didn't really pick a lot of burn cards. Supernova Bottom, if you burn that. But that doesn't get burned until it falls off. But I guess if you kill something... If you kill something with the final hit... I think I did, didn't I? I may have done so. It's a little nebulous. It says after you perform an action with an X. Did I? don't know how you count that, but for the sake of being easy on myself, I'm going to count it. So I'm going to put a tracker on it. I definitely didn't burn any cards for damage negation. I think we delete map. I think. Delete all objects in the marked area. Yes. Generally, that's what you want to do. Yes. I think that is all good. I don't think we did a road event on our way there, so we kind of cheated there. Let me just see. 8 gold, 6 gold. We can't afford shit. So I think we're all wrapped up. I think next time we'll do a city event, and then a road event, and we'll do scenario 2. This was a long-ass video because we went over all the cards and talked about a bunch of stuff, and I had to get reacquainted with TTS, Gloomhaven, and blah, blah, blah. So the next one should be a little faster, but still, we're not going to be anywhere near as fast as the digital version. For now, though, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Gloomhaven, the Crimson Scales. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.